Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire and welcome back to Yooka-Laylee. So I'm picking this up again. I'm going to be trying to complete this world here, the Capital Casino, in this one episode. And then if I have time, I'm going to look for the missing pages in the Ivory Towers. If I don't have time, that'll be in the next one. But basically the main goal for this episode is getting this world done. Now, to be honest, this is probably one of my least favorite worlds. The main reason being the battle with the boss, Inept, was just so horrible. So I'm missing 4. I'm missing 4 quills. If I talk to you, how many... Do I not have any? I have 3, alright. So the battle with Inept, the world boss of this world, was so terrible that, I mean, this world has kind of gotten a damper on it. I actually just... Hey! I actually just rewatched the episode where I battled Inept in all of my casino episodes to kind of see if I noticed anything I hadn't done yet, yada yada. And holy fuck, that battle was brutal, guys. If you haven't seen that episode, if you're jumping into this series in the middle, that would be probably not my best outing. It's where... Oh, is that a... How do I... I think I see a fucking... Another one of these up there. But the battle against Inept would be one of my biggest rages I think I've ever had on camera. And watching back all these episodes, trying to see what I've missed... Oh god, fucking camera, will you just cooperate? There we go. Trying to see what I've missed in order to do all the backtracking, to do all this kind of stuff. It's kind of really got me thinking about some of the things in this... There's 2 quills. So I'm only missing 2 quills? That's... Oh, that's not great. Finding 2 quills in a world this size is going to be fucking hard. But... Okay, so just doing all that stuff has really kind of got me thinking about... There's 1 quill. So I'm missing 1 quill? No. Am I really missing 1? I'm missing 1 quill. 1! How am I going to find it? Oh my god, how am I ever going to find 1 quill? And that leads me to something that I'll talk about in this episode, which is just having played this game as much as I have, with an open mind, avoiding all the fucking reviews. So I don't know what other people are saying, but I kind of have an idea. I have had some of my friends who watch these episodes be like, really, dude? Like, a lot of other people didn't like this, or, you know, and it's like, well, but, alright, so I'm going to try and find a few of the things that I need to do, and when we get there, then I'll talk a little bit more about the things in this game that aren't great. I've talked about it a little, but I've kind of really, I think, figured out all the issues, one of which relates to this kind of quill gathering mission that I'm doing, so should be pretty well relevant. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to go through, I'm going to try and find, I guess I'll try and find a quill among other things, but just try and find pages or tokens that I might have missed. Oh, I know one area that I didn't really get to explore. I know. Alright, that's where we're gonna head. Alright, something that I could not crack was this fucking box right here. Which, there's no quills in it. The missing quill doesn't seem to be in there. But, I really couldn't figure out what I'm supposed to do here. Like, it's just not clear. It's not obvious. What the fuck am I supposed to do? See, my gut tells me that it's... Oh my god. Are you fucking serious? I knew those red things were for something, but I had no... What? What? What does that platform do? What? I'm assuming I gotta jump up onto it. I gotta get up on that thing. But, although, can't I just fly through it like this? Yeah, I can just fly through it like that. That's one of the things that having all the abilities is kind of really fucking useful. Okay, so here's you know what, the biggest thing that I've noticed. This game really reminds me of Banjo-Tooie or Donkey Kong 64. And I think those were good games. I do. I enjoyed playing them. But I don't feel like either of those games was actually like a masterpiece. I know some people would say, oh, Donkey Kong 64 is the greatest game ever, but I feel like it had some kind of fundamental design flaws that kind of hindered it. And I feel like, come on. I feel like this game, by the way, as I'm getting into this, if you haven't realized, this is going to be a fucking chill episode. Like, I'm very relaxed. It's late at night. I just felt like recording. Even though I'm well ahead on recording, I just kind of felt like recording. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this. I was hoping there was maybe a quill on this thing that I'd missed. Doesn't seem like it so far. But maybe, just maybe, let me do that. So here's the thing that really has struck me as I play this game that makes it feel not as well designed as, say, Banjo-Kazooie, but kind of along the level of Donkey Kong 64 or Banjo-Tooie. I do feel that Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie are probably superior games, but I feel that they're better games because they're known IPs. Like, we already loved Banjo, we already loved Kazooie, we already loved Banjo-Kazooie, so, you know, we were already predisposed to like Banjo-Tooie. Maybe it's in there. I'm just looking for quills that they might have hidden. Like in the World 1, that quill behind all the shit. So, we were already predisposed to like that. Everybody already loved Donkey Kong. So Donkey Kong 64 was a natural, oh yeah, I like this too, you know what I mean? Yooka-Laylee is new, so you're not just automatically like on board, yeah, I love this game. And so I feel like this is probably a superior game to those two, but it's very similar. And one of the problems I had is that, one of the biggest problems I have is the collectibles. Oh, is there maybe, I was thinking maybe coins under these. I pretty much just got to re-explore all my areas, don't I? So one of the things that I feel made Banjo-Kazooie work well was the fact that they would use collectibles to basically lead you into the areas that you had to go. You know what I mean? Like you would go in and there would be a path marked by notes, and you would follow that path and it would lead you to something, either a secret or a jiggy or whatever. And then if you go up high in the world and you look around, you know how you knew where you still had to go? Where there were fucking notes. That's how you knew. In this game, they don't do that. Like, the quills are everywhere, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, come on. Like, the quill on top of the thing and all that shit, like, there was no rhyme or reason to that. That was just like, oh, that'd be a good spot to put a quill, let's put a quill there. Well, in Banjo-Kazooie, they were using the quills to lead you. In this one, they're not. In this one, it's just kind of like, explore, you'll figure it out. And I feel like that's just not as good design. And it does remind me of, like I was saying, Banjo-Tooie and Donkey Kong 64, although even those, I don't feel the leading you, showing you where to go with the collectibles was as tight, but it was still there. Well, in this one, it's just not at all. It's basically you just find the collectibles wherever the developers decide to put them. There's no rhyme, there's no reason to it. It's just that's where whatever guy designed this decided, oh, why not? I'll put one there. You know what I mean? And that's probably the thing that sticks out most to me as, like, in terms of design, the biggest flaw in this game. And it's not game breaking, but it is really there. And the moment you notice it, it's like, yeah, why aren't things like, why isn't it when you go into the first world and you see all those different paths, there's fucking quills along each of them? Like one quill and then another quill, you know? They don't have to be fucking all lined up for you. But especially if you're giving us fucking 200 quills, like, put them in the right places, you know what I mean? So here's another thing that I feel is a bit of a design flaw. Like, it's cool that you have all these abilities. Like, it really is. It's very cool that you have all these abilities. Like, I feel like that's actually one of the strong points of this game, is that you have all these cool things that you can do. Fuck. But the thing is, they don't really teach you that you can, all the different things that these abilities do. Like, I had no idea about this laser beam shit until I just randomly stumbled on it. It should be, you know, when you learn in the move, they should fucking teach you this shit. Like, why was that something that I basically had to figure out for myself? I mean, it's a fucking integral part of the move. You know what I mean? Like, why is that not... Oh, there's nothing in there? Oh, I can't see it. Yeah, there's nothing in there. I'm really just looking for fucking the shit I've missed, by the way, guys. So this is just going to be a very talkative, rambly episode. But just, you know what I mean? Like, why is there so much... Like, exploration, figuring things out for yourself is cool. Figuring out new and interesting ways to use the moves is cool. But this wasn't figuring out a new, interesting way to use a move. This was an integral part of the move that is necessary to play the game. Yet you weren't told about it and you just discover it randomly on your own. You know what I mean? It's just... I don't feel like that's good design. I don't feel like discovering core mechanics is something that should be part of it. Discovering new ways to use the core mechanics, sure. But you should still know that they're there. You know what I mean? And so another issue with, like, all the moves and shit, you know how you get them and you aren't really fully explained on what they can do. Another big problem with them, though, is that when you get these moves, you need some of them to go back and get pages. Like, remember that underwater thing that I kept trying to do? Or the glass thing. Like, glass like that I kept trying to do this over and over in the marsh world. Like, I had no idea I needed a new move to do that. Like, why couldn't they have fucking left a little blurb or bubble where Yooka goes, oh, I guess we're not ready to do this yet. Like they do with the fucking swampy area that I can't, that I can't do yet. Like, why did I have to figure that out? It's not normal for a game to have... for you not to be able to do things like that in a game, you know what I mean? Like, why not let me know that I couldn't do that yet instead of making me go back to it over and over with zero success? Because guess what? I couldn't do it yet. I didn't have the move. Like, I don't know. Like, it's a design choice. Oh my god, there's the quill. Yes! Oh, I don't have to explore the entire world again. And see, that's part of, like, them not putting the quills in good places. Like, why was that a thing? But the moves, too. Like, what I was saying about the moves. And I'm shitting all over this game in this episode just because it's a very chill episode and I'm laid back and I just feel like, you know, this is where I'm at right now. But I do like this game. Oh, fuck. I do like this game a lot. Like, I'm having fun playing it. I'm having fun playing with it. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. But there are problems. Some wish I don't see why they're problems. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to stop talking for a minute and concentrate to get this fucking thing done. And then the other biggest thing that I feel is an issue with this game is the controls. Apparently it's not just me. Apparently this is an issue across the board. Just the controls aren't as fine-tuned as they need to be. And I think, honestly, what this all ties back to is this game just kind of lacks polish. You know what I mean? Oh, okay, so that just did that. So where would there be more coins? Actually, how many coins does it take to get a pagey? Is it 5? Is it 10? I don't remember. What is it? It's 10 for one pagey, I think. Okay, so I'm missing 2 pages, one of which involves the Ghost Rider, and the other is entirely token-based. So I do remember seeing some tokens... Not remembering the moves is... I can't say that that's the game's fault. I do feel that's mine, but... they jam-pack this game with so many moves that it's kind of like, yeah. Oh, I know how I do this now. But okay, so that's it. Like, the thing is, this game, I feel like this game just kind of lacks. There we go. What happens if I let it come down on me? Nothing. It won't do it. Alright, so, and that was only one fucking token. So that's the thing. This game, I feel like, honestly, the main thing it lacks is polish. Like, all these issues that I have, like the controls are definitely a huge issue that I've talked about at length. The quills not being in the right places. Some of the puzzles being kind of just fucking, why am I doing this? Oh, there's a fucking slot machine that I haven't... Oh, I have to explode that with the helicopter. Okay. So mental note of that, I'll come back here. Oh, are these just going to constantly shit out enemies? These are just going to constantly shit out enemies. So mental note, I got to come back here. But, you know, like, all the issues with the game, I don't feel like any of them would be issues if they had maybe just had, like, another 6 months to work on the game. You know what I mean? Holy fuck, that sucked. Like, I feel like more than anything, that's what this game needed, was just a little bit more time to kind of work out these kinks. Now that the game is out, maybe they'll keep doing it. Like, I know they released a couple updates which are supposed to fix some camera issues. Oh, that's just to make it so I can go over there. Shit, okay, so where the fuck would be their other tokens? But it just feels like they just needed more time to just polish it, because DK64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, what did those games have? Fucking a shit ton of polish. Everything was calculated. Everything was done perfectly. Well, this game, it's like they answered to no one. And because of that, there was no, like, checks and balances to make sure that the game was kind of like as good as the game could be, you know what I mean? Because honestly, if there was just like another 6 months of bug testing and fixes, this game could be like a 9 out of 10. But they didn't have that, so this game, for me, would be probably about a 7 out of 10. I couldn't fault anybody though who gave it a lower score, because it's got some faults. It's got some really in-your-face, this is an issue faults. Alright, so I'm back here because I got a bit of a hunch that this area where there's all these Ghost Rider posters must have like some fucking Ghost Riders, right? So I have a hunch that's probably here, red, green, blue. But I mean, I could be wrong. Red. Is that green? Yeah, green. Well, that was purple. Blue. There we go. I think that was it. Yeah. Just have a hunch here. But basically, all I was saying is that this game just kind of lacks that, like, Nintendo polish. You know what I mean? Just the shit that they were doing that made their games just awesome. Like, and honestly, if this game had a little bit more of that polish, this game would be a fucking so much of a better game. And I really feel that they ran out of time. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a Kickstarter game, so it's kind of like they probably had a deadline that they had to meet because of the Kickstarter. Where are these listed? Down here, I guess? They had a deadline that they probably had to meet because of the Kickstarter. And then, you know, like, that was an issue, and so they released this game probably a little bit before it needed to be released. Take it, yes. There's a pagey. So I'm missing one pagey with my fucking tokens. Rextro, purple, red, blue, yellow. So yeah, honestly, I just feel like this game just needed a little bit more time in development, and I feel like they probably couldn't get that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's so many good ideas here that just probably just... Will you just fuck off? So I've got 5, so I'm missing 5. Where would I be missing 5? But there's just so much good here that I really feel like if they'd had maybe like another 6 months, they could have come out with just really the game that everybody thought this was going to be. The game that would blow us all away. bring back the fucking platforming age, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if they'd had just a little bit more time, but they didn't. Probably because it's a Kickstarter game and they had deadlines. So, yeah, I feel like that's the thing that I've noticed while playing this. And don't take this, me saying all this about this, to mean that I don't like these games. Because I do. I think these games are awesome. They're a lot of fun. I have a shit ton of fun playing them. And I think, honestly, this is a game that anybody who likes this style of 3D platformer should play. I just feel like there's definitely bits and pieces in here that could have been done much better. And had they had the time to do so, I think they would have. I just think they kind of were running on a deadline and they couldn't. And that's why we get some gameplay bits like a rolling mechanic that doesn't work, like bosses that are horribly scaled, and just shit like that that shouldn't be an issue. But it is, because I think they just didn't have the time they needed. And I think that's really kind of unfortunate. But then again, that's kind of like the nature of the gaming industry. I remember there were more blocks. I really don't know where those 5 coins are. That's everything that I've looked up. Unless there's like some hidden in like a niche like here that I just didn't know. If there's maybe one more blow-upable machine like that that'd get me all of them except for one. Then maybe there's one hidden under a pipe. Like the other pipe that gave me 1 fucking coin. I don't know, man. I wish I had some fucking quills to lead me to the areas I hadn't explored yet. That would be so fucking helpful. But no. But no, that's not how this game does things. And about like the polish thing that I was saying, case in point is that when I drove this fucking helicopter through a doorway that they hadn't accounted for, and my game glitched out and broke, that's kind of case in point of what I'm talking about. How like just a little bit more polish and this thing could have been amazing, but it was kind of lacking a little bit. That's just a prime example of exactly what I'm talking about. You're probably not going to find a lot of those kind of bugs in fucking Banjo-Kazooie or something like that. Not saying there's none, but the majority of bugs in games like that are not things that you can just kind of randomly stumble on, you know what I mean? You gotta know where it is and you gotta be fucking looking for it. So, okay, where the fuck could these things be? Where the fuck? Do I just float around aimlessly and hope that they're not hidden on top of a chandelier? I don't want to, guys, but I might have to look up a walkthrough at some point. Like, I'm gonna keep looking. I mean, I'm sure there's a few areas I haven't explored, but like, at a certain point, I'm just not gonna find it, you know what I mean? At a certain point, I'm gonna have to look for help. Okay, guys. I think I know where some of the tokens I've been looking for non-stop actually are. If I can find my way to... Where the fuck is Rextro? This level... not a big fan of this level. I was starting to feel like I was going insane, but... I know where... But the thing is, I think this is only going to give me 4. And I haven't yet looked up a guide. I've just been really toughing it out. How do I move? Yeah. I'm toughing it out, looking back through my old episodes, trying to figure it out, and I noticed this here. This is only going to give me 4, isn't it? Fuck off, let me shoot the thing. That's 4! No! I'm missing 1! I'm missing 1! Oh, this is horrible. Where the fuck could I be missing 1? Son of a bitch. Alright, guys, I guess we're in for the long haul here. God, fucking cock, damn it. Whore. Alright, where could I possibly be missing 1? Where could I possibly be missing 1? Okay, so I gotta give a shout out to the people at what was it? I gotta open here. I gotta give a shout out to the people at IGN.com and also Game FAQs that led me to the location of this fucking token. That's it. That's the last one. That one, I was looking at guides and I was still getting no info. There's 2 coins, the one on the flagpole and the one under the ramp that are considered to be the easily missable ones. And then there's that one, which I would have to say is the most easily missable one. I didn't even think to look there. But fuck me, right? So I'm a little salty as a result. I'm supposed to do 3 episodes in this recording session. I'm gonna take a break. And then maybe I'll come back, or maybe I won't. Because holy fuck, I've been recording for an hour and a half. But I found it. So give me the last pagey motherfucker. Give me it. Yes. I don't care. Just, that's what I needed, was the last pagey. So, oh fuck, I don't have the pirate treasure. Oh fuck. Alright, I'm looking it up, guys. I just don't have it in me. Well, wouldn't you know it, I'm not gonna pretend that I discovered this one myself, but it's actually right up there. Which is kinda clever. It's a place that I never would have thought to look unless I was just fucking around. But there it is, pirate treasure right there. I still don't know what these do, and there also doesn't seem to be a counter for them anywhere, which is really weird. But yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you're playing this game yourself, maybe me finding all these really difficult to find fucking coins helped you find them. I don't know, there's not a lot of guides out there, so I'm kind of in uncharted territory. There's really only a few, and a lot of them are these fucking 1 hour long full level playthroughs, nothing that's professionally cut or whatever. Although not that I show every coin or that my videos are the best quality out there, but just, that kind of sucked, tracking all that shit down. That was as bad as what I went through in World 1, where I had to look up a guide. So yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching. Just as proof, let's go to my totals and let's make a fucking damn sure that this is all hunky-dory across the board. We're good. Let me make sure that everything's good up until this point. So Ivory Towers, I'm missing 2 extenders, 5 pages. That sounds fine. Tribal Stack, I have everything. Glitter Glaze, I have everything. Moody Maze, I have everything. Capital Cashino, I have everything. Then here I'm missing 9 and 40, whatever. So, alright guys, that's going to be where I end this episode. In the next one, I'm going to hunt down the pages in Ivory Tower, and then I'm going to start on getting everything for the last world. This sucked though, this was a fucking ordeal. Like, I had to look at so many different guides and shit to fucking choreograph and check out all these areas, and it was just, oh my god. But I did it. It's done. I'm on my way to getting 100%. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video more than I enjoyed making it. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire, and welcome back to Yooka-Laylee. So as you can see, I'm in the first world, and checking my totals here, I think I'm missing 2 picks episode. To be honest, all the episodes I've done in this recording session have been pretty long. I normally do 3 episodes in a session, as I've mentioned on occasion,